Next on Vox Africa, Aanu Michael brings you unique showcases on Nigeria. Welcome to another exciting episode of the 411 Nigeria, coming all the way from the Turkish embassy here in Nigeria. I have His Excellency, the ambassador, that's the Turkish ambassador to Nigeria, His Excellency H.E Hakan Cakil on the show today. And we're going to be talking about Nigerian-Turkey, relationship and how we are nesting and doing great things together. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Ambassador.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, can you tell us a bit more about yourself?
Sure. I was born in Ankara, the capital city of Turkey. I studied sociology, then international banking. Then I joined the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I have been working for the ministry for 27 years.
Wow.
I'm married. My wife, she is also a colleague of mine. She is head of department at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I have a son. He is studying in Turkey. I came to Nigeria as an ambassador of Turkey 1.5 years ago. This is very important and challenging post for us because our embassy in Nigeria is the oldest Turkish diplomatic mission in Sub-Sahara. We started just after independence in Lagos, then we moved to Abuja. Nigeria is our strategic partner in Sub-Sahara. We consider Nigeria as our strategic partner in political terms, in economic terms. So I have been exerting every effort to further enhance our relations with Nigeria, bilateral relations, in every field. Also, we have very good multilateral solidarity, multilateral relations with Nigeria. We are supporting to each other in United Nations and some other international organizations like the Aid and OIC. Also, we are showing solidarity between our governments. So politically, economically, we are enjoying excellent relations.
Okay, so if I were to ask now that how's the relations going, you would say excellent.
Excellent, excellent, definitely.
Okay, so now when we're talking about, nesting, as much as we can from this relationship, would you say we are nesting as much as both countries can from each other in terms of maybe borrowed knowledge, transferred skill,
Sure.
How would you say we're doing?
We are carrying out some projects in order to support the Nigerians to acquire some skills.
Oh, okay.
And we are following some projects. We are taking some Nigerian youths and ladies for Turkey. They are giving some skill courses by the municipality and Istanbul 3 to 4 weeks. And then they return to Nigeria. And we are extending some social responsibility projects, especially in Abuja and its surrounding areas. We are supporting some schools. We are rehabilitating, repairing some schools. We are providing school books, textbooks, and some other needed materials, stationery to the schools. Also, we are very much engaging with the IDP camps, especially in Abuja. We are from time to time visiting the IDP camps. We have a very good contact with some NGOs who are extending support to IDPs. We are providing lots of support to IDP camps, from mosquito nets to food stuff, of course. And also, at the health area, we are providing some scholarship for the Nigerian doctors. For instance, on the 15th of March, 5 Nigerian neurosurgeons will travel to Turkey. They will attend some special courses for neurosurgery newest developments.
Oh, okay.
So, and they will be traveling with the scholarship of Turkey. They will attend some seminars. They will attend some surgeries, and they will learn some new techniques of brain surgery. Besides this, a couple of months ago, we brought a group of doctors from Turkey to Calabar and to Lagos. They are the urologists, and they taught new techniques of surgery, kidney surgery, to their Nigerian counterparts. Wow. So we are continuing to arrange some scholarship for Nigerian doctors. We are taking them to Turkey, or we are bringing some Turkish doctors here in order to help the Nigerian health sector.
Wow.
We are opening boreholes for fresh water, clean water, in lots of villages around Nigeria.
Okay.
But I am trying to bring a Turkish International Development Agency to Nigeria. It's a kind of a Turkish version of USAID or UK aid.
Okay.
It's a Turkish version. So I am trying to bring them here and to establish an office of this agency. When we establish the office of this agency, you will see the difference. Then the social responsibility projects of the Turkish government will be much, much more visible.
Oh, okay.
Most probably in June, I will bring a technical delegation. I will dispatch them to different states in Nigeria, north, south, southeast, west, east, west, and they will make a field search and they will detect the needs, and we start our social responsibility projects.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
I mean, I look forward to that happening. Yes, now let's talk about Turkish investment in Nigeria. You know, what can you tell us about this?
There are approximately 70 Turkish companies. They are operating in Nigeria.
Wow.
70 Turkish companies. They are
Okay.
providing employment for more than 3,000 Nigerians. Our direct investment is exceed $5 million US. With our local partners, our investment exceeds $700 million. Very big Turkish companies, they are about to come Nigeria, invest to Nigeria. The Turkish companies, very big Turkish companies, they are not included to the number that I gave to you.
Wow.
For instance, after you leave, I will meet some representatives of very big Turkish company. They are here before the closure of the Abuja airport. They will make some contacts with some high-rank officials. Tonight they will travel back to Turkey. They are about to come to Nigeria. When they will come, of course, we will make it public. You will see how big Turkish investment will come. Besides this, especially in Lagos, lots of Turkish companies, they are coming to Lagos. They are investing in Lagos. We have a very big chemical company, Turkish chemical company, close to Lagos. They are producing made in Nigeria chemical products. They are selling to local markets. Wow. They are about to obtain their export permission from NAFTA, and they will export from Nigeria to the ECOWAS countries, and they will bring forex, foreign currency to Nigeria. They are because they have a company also, factory in Egypt. Normally they used to export from Egypt to Nigeria. Now they stopped exporting from Egypt to Nigeria. They are producing here. They are selling for the domestic market, and they decided to expand their business here this year. Because Nigeria is a very promising market. Nigeria is one of the countries which are shown by the World Bank as emerging markets. Nigeria is one of the 10 world's emerging markets. So it is not possible for the Turkish businessman to stay indifferent for such a lucrative market. And furthermore, Nigeria has a very good, excellent climate for the foreign direct investment.
Okay.
Your regulations, legislation are excellent, maybe better than Turkey. So the Turkish companies, they can come here, establish their business with a very short period of time. They establish their company and they start to operate. So the Nigeria also encouraged to receive foreign direct investment by adopting excellent legislation. As an ambassador, I am working half of my time for the Nigerian government to attract as many Turkish investors as to Nigeria. By the end of this year, I think you will see the difference.
Let's talk about, Turkey-Nigerian culture. Or traditions. Do you see similarities in our culture, in some of our traditions that makes it, like you might say is responsible for why Nigerians and, Turkish people like to interrelate and do business? We love to travel to Turkey. It's one of our favorite holiday destinations and business destinations as well. Are there similarities?
Yes, there are lots of similarities. First of all, the countries of the people of both countries, they are very friendly. Nigerian people, they are very friendly, like Turkish people. I feel at home when I'm in Nigeria. I do all my private things alone. I go supermarket alone. I do my shopping. I go out for walking, jogging, or seeing some people. The people very friendly. This is the first similarity. The second similarity, Nigerians are very hospitable people. Their hospitality is too much, like the Turkish people. We like visitors, we like foreigners, Nigerian people also. They like to have visitors, they like to have you, they like to help you. So there is a huge hospitality between Turkish and Nigerian people. And we have a very long cultural relations with Nigeria.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. The first jet fighter pilots, one of the first jet fighter pilots of Turkey is half Nigerian, half Turkish. He was born from a Nigerian father and a Turkish mother, and he joined the army. He is one of the Turkey's first jet fighter pilot, and he participated First World War as a Turkish jet fighter pilot. Yes, of course. And we have a long historical relations. I mean, the people of Nigeria, they are traveling Turkey. We have lots of Nigerian soccer players. They are playing in Turkey. Some very good Nigerian basketball players, female and male, they are playing in Turkey. We have a small Nigerian community in Istanbul. We have more than 3,000 Nigerian students. They are studying in Turkey. They are very good students, very good students. And some of them, after they finish their undergraduate, they continue their master's and PhD. After finishing PhD, they became scholars. I mean, the academic staff at the university, or they stay and work in Turkey. You see, there are some. Last week, I met a Nigerian PhD student at the embassy. He speaks Turkish like me.
Oh my!
Because he's still continuing his PhD in Turkey, so he speaks like me. He learned Turkish.
So now, on a lighter note, still talking about this, what do you love most about the Nigerian people? When you're thinking, okay, Nigerian, why do I like these Nigerians?
They are very warm people, Nigerians, very warm people. Very nice people. I mean, when you talk to Nigerian, when you chat with a Nigerian, it's not possible for you not to like him or her.
See, they're very wonderful.
So I like them, right? Even when I go to some official meetings with my counterparts at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or other ministries, okay, we talk professionally our official things, then we start to chat, to talk some issues, we start to make joke to each other. You cannot find such a warm atmosphere around the globe.
Okay, wonderful. Now, for leisure, what do you do when you're here?
I make some sports, of course not professionally. I go out for walking, not jogging. Sometimes I swim. I am planning to play golf, but I am a little bit lazy for the golf because I have to leave early home, so it is difficult for me. I chat with my friends. Sometimes I invite them to my house, or sometimes I go to their place, or we meet in a hotel or in a coffee shop. I like also read. Sometimes I like to work. Sometimes in my leisure time also I come and work here. But generally, I spend with my leisure time most of the time with my Nigerian friends in some cafes. Sometimes I go out for walking, shopping.
Wonderful. Just like a normal Nigerian.
Of course.
And if you're home in Turkey, what would you do for leisure?
Actually, nearly the same. Chat with my friends, go for walking, shopping, because my life in Turkey and Nigeria is similar to each other. Because I have Turkish friends there. We go out for eating or having coffee, or maybe we go to cinema, etc. And sometimes I attend some cultural activities. Also here I attend some cultural activities. So one of the other reasons that I love Nigeria is there is nothing different in my life because what I do in Turkey, I can do easily in Nigeria.
Wow, I see why you're so right at home. Now, any particular Nigerian dish that you like?
Yeah, first of all, jollof rice. I love it. I can eat it every day.
Everyone likes our jollof rice.
Fish and chicken stew, but I prefer fish stew more. All kind of yam. Pounded yam, fried yam, boiled yam with hot sauce. And there are some small Nigerian appetizers. For instance, kuli kuli. My cook used to cook.
Way.
Yes. I like to eat it. And when he forgets to cook, I remind him, do it. I like to taste traditional food. Okay. I like to taste. But the Nigerian food is delicious. Suya, of course. I forgot to tell you, suya. But favorite is jollof rice.
Tell us a bit about Turkey.
Well, Turkey is of course, very beautiful, nice country. We call our motherland as Anatolia. Anatolia is a cradle of civilizations. 38 civilizations lived in Anatolia, including Ottoman Empire. It's maybe one of the oldest historical part of the world. Turkey is a country of 80 million people, so we have enjoying a multi-party democracy. Our economy is one of the largest 20 economies, and we hope Nigeria will become a G20 member in the shortest possible time, because Turkey is a member of G20. G20 means that the developing 20 countries of the world. So our major trade partner is European Union. You know, we are also a candidate of the European Union. Turkish people, they are very friendly. It's a very good touristic destination for people all over the world, including Nigeria. Like Nigerian people, Turkish people, they are very friendly. They like Nigerian people also. Istanbul also is a very beautiful, very historical city. When you come to Ankara, Ankara looks like Abuja. It's a capital. But Istanbul is an excellent cultural city. I recommend all our Nigerian friends to go to see Istanbul. You see the cultural heritage of different civilizations. Different mosques, very beautiful churches, etc. You will have the chance to taste the delicious Turkish food. You will see the Bosphorus, which separates Europe and Asia. So it is a wonderful city. You know, Turkey is a large city, not as large as Nigeria, not as big as Nigeria, but it is our size is close to Nigeria. And we are enjoying 4 seasons, especially in this year we experienced extraordinary cold season. So I have some Nigerian friends, they went to Turkey in January, they returned with cold and flu.
Oh my.
So this is a country that allows foreigners, people, so it is such a nice, beautiful country. I recommend you to visit Turkey as soon as possible.
We just might, and we might bring some, you know, excerpts to our viewers across the world. You know, discover Turkey for yourself. Okay, now let's talk about, you know, the Turkish community here in Nigeria. How robust is it?
We have a small Turkish community, approximately 500 Turkish citizens, they are living here.
Oh,
most of them, they are living in Lagos. In Abuja, we have a very few Turkish citizens. Most of them, they are businessmen. Some of them, they are married with Nigerian ladies. They establish themselves here. They feel more Nigerian than Turkish. But it's a nice community. Also, they are undertaking some social responsibility projects. They have very good with their Nigerian friends and the governorates. So although we have a small community, but they are doing their best to increase Turkish-Nigerian bilateral relations. They are taking Nigerian businessmen to Turkey to see the opportunities, or they are inviting Turkish businessmen, business people from Turkey to Nigeria. They are making some B2B business sessions between Turkish and Nigerian people. So they are very active. Although we have a small community, they are very active.
Oh, okay. Now let's talk about, what Turkey has in the pipeline here in Nigeria. Are there things we should look out for or look forward to seeing in the coming months?
In the coming months, first of all, two very large Turkish delegations, they will come. After the opening of the Abuja airport, we will receive a very large Turkish business delegation in May. Then we will receive another large delegation in October, both in Abuja and in Lagos. We are waiting for the reopening of the Abuja airport because they will first come to Abuja, then they will go to Lagos. Secondly, some very big Turkish companies, they are about to come to Nigeria. Before the end of this year, I think we will announce their establishment of their companies in Nigeria. Okay. Thirdly, at least 60 Nigerian students will be given scholarship from by the government of Turkey. Last educational year, we provided 29 scholarships for the Nigerian students. They are studying now in a very high competitive Turkish universities with Turkey's official scholar. But I didn't find the number enough. It is 29. It is not enough. So I am trying to make it double, at least double next year. So before the end of this year, you will see that at least 60 or 70 Nigerian students will be traveling to Turkey for scholarship for their university education. And I think you will continue to see some Nigerian soccer players continue to go to Turkey, to transfer to Turkey. Okay. And also we will try to exchange visits, official visits between our countries. And I hope you will see more and more Nigerians traveling to Turkey in the coming months. Last year, 25,000 Nigerians visited Turkey. Yes.
Wonderful.
Last year, I think this year the number will exceed. So also as an ambassador, I am doing my best to encourage the Nigerians to visit.
To discover Turkey.
Yes. So we have a positive agenda. I mean, we love Nigeria. Our government supports the Nigerian government, Nigerian people. So I will continue to do my best to serve the interests of our both countries. You know, I am an ambassador of Turkey here, but I love Nigerians so much. So I am, from time to time, I work as a Nigerian ambassador here.
Obviously.
To Turkey.
Incredible. Thank you so much. It has been wonderful.
I thank you for having me. And through your channel, I would like to once again extend my warmest greetings regards to Nigerian people. Since I have come to this country, I receive very warm reception that I received from you now. You are wonderful people. So consider me as not an ambassador, as one of your friends, a part of Nigeria. So thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. Well, in case you're just joining us, I have been having a chat with His Excellency H.E Hakan Cakil, and he is the Turkish ambassador to Nigeria. It has been an amazing, amazing morning. Thank you so much for coming.
I thank you very much.
Well, so don't forget, if you want to ask questions or you want to get to know anything, the email is still aanumichaelstar@gmail.com.